Hey everyone, Kylie Rose, lead storyteller of Daggerheart, The Last Arcanist. I just want to give everybody a quick little heads up. We did have a few tech issues in this episode. All the audio should be good. However, there was some wonky stuff that happened with videos, those darn tech gremlins, and some video won't show up for a couple of the characters, myself included, and Doc, played by Aubrey. But don't worry. Again, audio is good, and it doesn't look like we're going to have any of those issues moving forward. But sometimes tech is tech, and we all have had our own trials and tribulations with it. That said, I did want to give a quick little summary of what happened in episode 3 so that you can be up to speed as we dive into episode 4 tonight, Kiss of Death. That said, if you're watching this after the premiere on YouTube, feel free to check down in the video description where you can jump right to the intro and dive right into the episode tonight. So, with that said, let's go ahead and dive into our summary here. So, where we last left the group, they took some time to rest and prepare for the next leg of the journey to the Maruk Outpost, where they would meet with members of the Emberlight Accord that would help guide them through or over the mountains to the Loch of Baladon in search of the Mystic Tablets, which would be necessary, and vital to fight against Ocularis. Tegwin briefed the group on what to expect when traversing outside of their haven beneath the Scarlet Dunes, including possible encounters with Centurion Legionnaires, other Tenebrous Scourge, bounty hunters that had made a pact with Ocularis to hunt down members of the Emberlight Accord, and so much more. With this all said, Elanor led the group through the short expanse of the grove as they pushed forward to the Maruk Outpost, and there in the grove, the group encountered these dryad-like beings called Strya. Hugo took the time to interact with them and learned that they were releasing trapped souls within the flowers that bloomed, and they were calling this time the Age of the Bloom. With that said, the group kind of took that all in and spent the night here in the grove, releasing other motes of light from these flowers. So as they took refuge, Cordy was the first to really interact with one and heard the soul within the flower and was able to release it, as the rest of the group joined in and spent the evening releasing these souls, and they were successful as they rolled a crazy roll, Doc specifically, with hope, and released all of the souls that were trapped here, letting them head to the endless shores of Sonova, where they could find peace and perhaps family members that were lost too during the unraveling. The next day, the group pushed onward to the outpost as tensions started to rise as they saw a black stallion gallop toward the party bearing a gravely injured rider. Pursuing the rider were two monstrous nightmare beasts. Thessalus intercepted them with calculated precision, while the rest of the group coordinated a fierce battle. Cordy delivered the final blow using a powerful fungi attack, dissolving the creature into ash. The rider was revealed to be Cassian, the contact from the Emberlight Accord that the group was seeking. He warned the group of a larger pack of creatures that he was being pursued by, that the group had just fought, and a growing sickness happening at the outpost that they were heading to. With this urgency renewed, the party continued onward to the Maruk Outpost, which is where we're going to pick up our episode tonight, y'all. So thank you for watching again. We really appreciate you, and we hope you enjoy episode 4, The Last Arcanist. Trigger warnings for episode 4 include memory loss, illness, mycophobia, mention of spiders, discussions of emotional abuse, PTSD, and death. A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter featured in this episode can also be found in the video description. We pick our story back up this evening as we find your cohort walking alongside Cassian and his horse. Cassian, of course, the person you were seeking out at Maruk Post, going to be seeking out at the Maruk Outpost. You would see he's still laboring a bit. His wounds mostly healed, but the pain that doesn't go away. Healing magic and potions are remarkable things, but pain does not fade. It is a reminder of what happened, and to, in a way, remind you that you're still alive. After a short trek, as you all are kind of here, walking towards you would start to see, you would have seen it in the distance, but the mountain, the peaks really start to take shape. You would see before you mountains that rise a good 10 to 14,000 feet into the air. You would see clouds kind of moving about. The twilight is above, of course, but you can see these mountaintop peaks are covered in snow. Some of them. The lower valleys are not, but you can definitely see they are snow-capped towards the peaks of them. Continuing forward, you would start to make out the entrance way to the outpost. You would see the cliffside actually bends out a bit, and you would start to see along the walls a bunch of like doors and windows built into the side of this cliff in this overhang. But you would notice on the outside of it are wooden palisades that seem to be covered in moss and vine to almost hide them, to create this element of secrecy from whatever lurks out here. So as you all approach, the horse, Cordy's riding up on the horse because I remembered him getting up on the horse last time. So he's riding up there. Yeah. Cassian's walking by the side. He kind of looks to your group and he says, I do not think I got everyone's name. I know Hugo, Tegwin. I don't think I got everyone else's name here.
You can call me Doc.
Doc. Pleasure. And who is this? He looks at both. I think he looks at both Róisín and Thessalus. Who are these tall dark? Never mind. I'm getting a little stuttered on my words.
Oh my god!
Please continue. You're adorable.
Yes.
There's no shame in being easily flustered.
You don't see a lot of beautiful things out here in this world anymore, so...
Well, let's hope we can change that.
Yes, but... and who are you? Just so I have names
Róisín.
to faces. Róisín. Pleasure. All right. I like
of course.
your wing thing going on.
Oh, I thank you.
Is this flirting? I think this is flirting.
It's conversation.
Yes, I think it's more just a light conversation. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yes. And you, and he looks over at Thessalus and Elanor, I would say.
I can't talk, so...
I am Thessalus. And this is Elanor.
Oh. And he would sign hello to you.
She's going to just very annoyed, be like, it would be just absolutely great if people could just, start with the signings. That way I could understand that they know how to communicate like that. So I'm not standing here and she just kind of goes off on a little tangent.
He apologizes. He says, I'm very sorry. It's not I apologize. I will remember that moving forward.
I thought you'd be eager to skip the conversation altogether.
See, this feels like flirting.
Just thank you all for your help. I probably would have been a goner if it wasn't for you all, so thank you for your help. Hugo,
You especially. I appreciate you coming to heal me. Things were looking a bit dire there.
It's no thank yous needed. It was necessary, of course. Why would we not help out someone in need?
Well, it's good to know that is people's first instinct is to help those in need. It's refreshing to hear that. Well, I should, and he kind of points ahead and he goes, this is the outpost. Just the entrance. He would point ahead and you would see, he would wave up and you would see these doors start to swing open. You would notice that along the palisades, it stretches about, I would say about 300 feet, I would say maybe like 100 meters, about 300 feet to the right, and then 300 feet, 100 meters to the left, roughly. And you would see along this palisade is 4 kind of watchtowers, and you would see archers standing there as well as you approach. And he would say, we're just, we have to try, we've been trying to keep this place as hidden as possible. That's why we've let the vines and moss overgrow here to try and just be as inconspicuous as possible, which can be hard sometimes when you have watchtowers. So,
why the need for secrecy?
We've had several encounters with Tenebrous legionnaires and attacks, so we've had to reinforce and make sure they don't break in, and other things that exist out there. You got to see a couple of them, and well, if I'm to be honest, that is probably one of the less terrifying things I've seen. So,
you were heading this way when we found you when you were being chased.
Yes. I run the outpost primarily. I have another individual, my second in command. You'll actually meet him in a second, and when you walk in, you would continue to move forward. As you go in through the doors, you would see up in front of you is another tower. That there's a wooden bridge that connects to the stone wall where you see there's openings, and you would see people moving about kind of within the little windows, lanterns illuminating the space here. But immediately to your right, as you walk in, you would see 2 gardens that they would be growing. You would see the stables where a couple other horses are located. You would see a small building. You would see a small building with a blacksmith that's working on some weapons and armor. And you would also see kind of in the back, tucked away, is what looks like an apothecary. You would see a little hut with various vials and different types of like mortar and pestle. You would see somebody kind of using a mortar and pestle and grinding up herbs and various items as you walk in. And you would say, it's not much, but it's something. There's about 60 of us here right now.
If you don't mind me asking, earlier you said something about that being one of like the least terrifying encounters you've ever been through. What's something that's more terrifying?
Oh, well, there are we call them rot wyverns. They spew a strange acidic bile, and it literally disintegrates weapons and armor. So, it's pretty if you see those, it's probably better to run. There is, beyond that, some of the larger apex predators have been twisted quite a bit. There's have you ever seen a mountain lion before?
On occasion.
Can't recall. No.
Hunted a few. Not
Hunted
that bad of
All
prey.
right. Okay. Well, imagine a mountain lion, but it has like, how do I describe this? It's very hard to describe. Protruding out of its sides are these strange claw-like pincers. But they're not bone. They're made out of like a strange fungus.
Like Cordy.
Oh, sounds delightful. It's always the mushrooms, isn't it?
I mean, there's a lot more of them, but I imagine because of the weather, like it is the twilight, it's great for them to grow in. So, yes. But let me, and he kind of like, he says, do any of you need drink or want to sit for a second? I know you took a little bit of a beating. As he looks at Thessalus. He says,
I figured I might go speak with your blacksmith about getting some of my armor repaired.
Of course.
I won't turn down a meal if there's food to go around.
Yes, of course. Mostly vegetarian food here, but we have some meat.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm starving. Sorry, that was robot humor.
Wait a second. That was a joke, right?
I don't have a mouth, and I don't think I have a stomach.
You had me
technically
for a
either.
second. I was like, maybe some type of food.
It is
Some kind of
We
Yeah.
could like
Or
pour
something.
kerosene into you or something.
Oil, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't really have like a receptacle that it could go into. So
Aw.
We should make sure you don't use some kind of fuel source, just in case it were to run out.
It
That's
is
smart.
kind of somewhat of an advantage that two of us don't need sustenance.
Yes.
Maybe you can just like run around the camp, do a few laps, just so we can see if you run out of anything.
I think I'm a little
Better
top
sooner rather than
heavy.
later.
I think running around the camp wouldn't be wise for me.
Maybe roll.
I think as all of you are having this conversation, you see another figure walk up. You see this elven man dressed in kind of a weathered green cloak. He's got kind of pale ivory skin, dark brown eyes, and he has like long black hair. It's half up, half down. And you would see that one of his arms from the elbow down is completely made out of wood, and it bends, and you would see flowers sprouted on it, and there'd be bees flying, little honeybees flying around. Elanor, can you make a reactionary knowledge roll for me?
What do you mean reactionary? What does that mean?
Can you make a reaction knowledge roll as this figure walks up? Don't worry about hope or fear.
Okay, that's an 11.
11?
Yeah.
As you see this figure approach, this elven man, he's got a little bit of gray, like kind of on the sideburns, starting to come in. Ever since the unraveling, elves live for a time, but it's a little stressful out here. But as you look at this figure, a memory hits you like a freight train. You remember walking through the woods on that day, the smell of burning fire, of a village being destroyed. And as you look at this figure, you remember 3 of your companions you were traveling with. There was Zara, Avarius, and healthier. And as your eyes kind of connect, healthier looks at Elanor, and he runs over to her and just like instinctively just like holds her by her arms and just looks at her. And he's like, I thought you were dead. We didn't.
I think kind of like overwhelmed by the memory. It feels like to her that she's reliving this memory again. Like it's not that it's like coming back to her as a memory, but rather she and her body are back there. And so I think on instinct, she goes to open her mouth to speak to Healthier, only to realize like, oh wait, I can't. And so there's like this brightness of excitement in her eyes before she opens her mouth and nothing comes out, and she just sort of like slumps a bit.
He would notice that, and he goes, Cassie, but he would like he would say, she cannot speak, and Althea would be like, oh, all right, all right, and I think he would just say to Elanor, I'm glad you're alive. We all got out. Everything happened so fast that day. It feels like forever ago. I mean, it was, but it's good to see you. And he would like look to you, look to someone, like trying to like.
I think she's not really gonna look to see if anyone's gonna translate. She's just kind of hoping that somebody is, and so especially now that Caspian has been like, hey, she can't fucking talk. She'll go ahead and she will sign. I thought you all died. I woke up and no one was around. I couldn't speak, and I spent so long trying to find you guys. Did you get everyone out?
Well, Zara took everyone across the river. She got everyone out. Your folks and your younger siblings are fine. They were, at least when I saw them. Avarius didn't make it, but he made sure they got out. The last time I heard anything about your father and mother and your younger siblings, Caspian and Kiri, they were Zara was bringing them to the coast so they get on one of the boats to the faraway. I'm not sure if they made it, but I do know they were trying.
That's more than I've known for however long it's been. Thank you for trying. I only just woke up, a few days ago, if that, a day ago. I'm still trying to get everything back, but thank you. I'm happy to see you're here and okay.
Yes, doing the best we can. And I think he would just like give a little squeeze on her shoulder, and he would take a second and look to you all. He says, I think he still stands next to Elanor, but he turns to face everyone and he says, I'm healthier. Elanor and I go very far back. Well, let's say over a couple hundred years now that I think of it.
Well, that's no time.
Oh.
It's the O for me.
He just looks at Róisín for a second, like just unblinking eye contact.
I wink.
All right. And he turns around everyone else and
hi.
Hi. Hello. Sorry, there's a lot of healthier. I think I've got Cassian would give everybody's name. Doc, nice to meet you. Healthier.
Nice to
and
meet
then
you.
Hugo, pleasure.
Pleasure.
Róisín, and then Thessalus. Okay, all right. I got everybody's names now. Welcome to the outpost. Please come. Let's find a place to sit and relax and not worry about what's out there right now. And I'll be happy to answer questions as well. We're gonna get Cassian into the infirmary. He's looking kind of terrible. Yeah.
Sure.
Ish.
Ish.
All right.
Does he need any more help? Cassian, do you need any more help?
Well, a little bit. Yes, that would be nice to have a little more. I mean, he like lifts up his shirt. There's still blood. He's like,
I'll use mending touch on Cassian.
all right. Thank you.
I'll like touch it. I'll touch the wound and start to heal it. And I'll spend two hope to clear a hit point.
Aw, he goes, thank you. I wish it, also got rid of the pain. That would be, it's kind of a weird.
Well, if we're all chipping in, I suppose I can help with that. Because I'm just going to put my hand on the wound, look into his eyes and say, this pain is fleeting. Forget about it. And I'll use inspirational words to heal a hit point.
I feel better now.
Are we
Thanks.
sure they're not flirting?
No.
It's just conversation.
I think it's just the way his conversations come off.
Maybe it's just Róisín's entire demeanor.
it's possible.
We're just having fun.
It's nice. It's a good change. Does anyone have any questions for me before I kind of just check on a couple things? Healthier can answer questions as well, but I need to check on those that were sick before I left. So,
Is there a plan for what's next? Will we be here for long?
yes. So my plan is we have a couple of routes we can take. We can either go through the old mines that were here in the Maruk Peak, or we can climb over the top. Both will come with their challenges, of course. Going through the old mines is a bit quicker, more direct route, but comes with more danger and uncertainty, of course. We could traverse the mountains. There's plenty of alpine tree cover up there to keep us safe from the Tenebrous patrolling. But it will take double the time. Plus, it's a little colder.
Can't
So
fight
it
a
really
blizzard.
depends. It's possible. This time of year, we might get a little blizzard. It's possible.
I prefer to face things I can punch.
Plus, I don't think Thessalus and I are exactly equipped for the cold.
Well, we could
Yeah,
potentially
more of the
just find
same.
you shirts, can't we?
No. They're too itchy, personally.
What about like?
Also, these tend to get in the way, I say as I pull out the wings.
There has to be a shirt with like wing holes, right?
Yes.
But whenever you put a
Couldn't-
hole in a shirt, that sort of defeats the purpose.
I mean, not entirely, because aren't there technically 4 holes in a shirt?
Well, that
I assume there's a
it
lot of blood
depends on the type of
flow
shirt, I
areas.
suppose.
So couldn't we just
Add 2
cut
more.
2 holes in the back? Because then,
Maybe, but then it's just like bigger vents.
There's a lot of blood flow to wings. You'd probably lose a lot of heat that way.
Well,
See if the
Róisín,
Thessalus agrees.
Róisín, I feel like you would be the type of person that would splurge on, personally
Fine,
made.
beautiful things.
Exactly.
Well, yes, of course I
Maybe-
do have some, but they're for good occasions. I'm not going to wear them to battle.
So
Just
you
get
just
ruined.
right, the both of you just walk around half naked the entire time. Of course.
I mean,
Totally
it's not where I
normal.
come from.
I
I
mean,
haven't heard any complaints so far, Hugo.
Yeah.
to be fair,
Well,
technically
I'm
I
trying
don't
to be
have clothes,
polite.
I mean, you're only wearing clothes because they're sewn on.
and I don't technically have clothes at all.
Yeah.
They're not sewn on. I could take them off. I don't think you want to see a burlap sack body.
this is a weird conversation.
I'm very intrigued, honestly. He would sign back to Elanor. We have some extra clothing, because if we're traveling over the mountains, the 2 of you should be closed. We don't want to deal with hypothermia or anything. But before we do that, there's a few things I need to just to take a look at. We have a bit of a some of our guards are having to do extra shifts. We've had a few, several people over the past few days come down with a bit of a strange ailment. We've been trying to figure out what it is, but I'm going to see if our
Do any of them
Or,
have a rash, perhaps?
no. What is happening is much stranger. They break out in a bit of a strange cold. The skin turns ice to touch, but they express that it's burning, and their eyes are glossing over, kind of turning like a milky white. And they utter strange things. Scorfa and his herd are getting closer, is what they say. We're not entirely sure.
And who is this Scorfa?
We're not sure yet.
Ah.
I'd love a chance to take a look at them.
Sure, of course. Would anyone else like to come with us, with Doc and I, or will you stay here with Health here?
I can come.
All right. Okay. All right. And
I'll join as well. Why not?
All right. It's a party. Okay. I think he would lead you. So you would go to, there would be this small, it looks like a tower, but it's just simply a building that stretches up that connects to the stair, to the wooden stairs that stretch across this small part of this overhang that connects to the stone wall where you see there's an opening. He would walk you up those stairs and start walking you towards that infirmary. As he brings you there, what are Elanor and Thessalus doing? I know Thessalus was going to go talk to the blacksmith and possibly get some armor worked on. Is Elanor doing anything specifically? And then I'll kind of jump around a little bit.
I think she's just gonna stay with Healthier and just try to like get information from him.
Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. Heck yeah. Awesome. So as you kind of stay with Healthier, Thessalus, you're going over towards the blacksmith. I'll jump back up to the 3 that are following Cassian to the infirmary. As you walk across that wooden bridge, essentially, you would hang a quick left and go into the cliffside. cliff face, and you would see a room with cots laid out. There would be about 8 people in here at this moment. You would see a couple healers moving about, and you would notice that of the 8 individuals in here, 7 of them appear to have that kind of like their eyes are glossed over. They kind of almost have like, they're almost like just completely white. But you would notice one of them is a little, I would say, worse off than when you found Cassian. Like you can see, is like they've been like gored through their arm, and in pretty rough shape as you walk in. But Cassian would walk you over to one of the beds, and you would see this little gnomish woman. Her name's Poppy Lynn. She looks up at you and she says,
"Oh, hi. Are you healers, or are you just here to pay your respects? These folks are in a little dire situation right now.
I would say I'm something of a healer myself.
All right.
And I'm more so palliative care.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but
and she goes, but she smiles up at him, and then she looks back to Doc, and she goes, she would make eye contact with Hugo as well in acknowledgement,
and she would say, well, so right now, it's what we're realizing is, we think they've been maybe exposed to something. Not quite sure what it is, but if you want to take a look, I'm not sure what your expertise are, but this might maybe be something that you could help with, perhaps, maybe, if you're able to.
I think I might be able to.
All right.
And she would step to the side, and you would see laying there is this dwarvish man. His name. She would say, "This is Dova. He's been ill for about 4 days." And she would step to the side, and you would almost see like the face itself, like the eyes are almost like hollow, not quite, like they're just kind of sunken in. And he's not an old dwarvish man. He's probably middle-aged, and again, you would like see like beads. Even though he's cold, there's like cold beads. It's a really interesting, like it's a he's sweating, but it's very, very cold. You would actually feel the cold coming off of him. But yeah, if you want to make a, this would be probably a knowledge check. And if anybody wants to help in this moment, you could, if you want to describe how you might help Doc in this moment.
I am, I don't know if anyone's helping me, but I'm going to use one of my experiences.
Ooh,
Doctor of
okay.
Medicine.
Ooh, okay.
To help me.
Spend a hope to use that experience? Hell
yes. So I have no more hope.
Oh, you're all
just
good.
to let you know.
Okay, do we need to use hope to provide help?
You do need to provide.
No,
yeah,
okay.
Hope gives you advantage. Yeah, you have to spend hope to get to help. Yeah.
Okay, I have only one hope. I am keeping it for an emergency. Sorry.
That's fair. That's so fair.
Could Hugo...
I believe in you.
Could Hugo... So I have an ability called Adept, which is when you utilize an experience, you can mark a stress instead of spending a hope. Could I do that instead?
Yeah, I'd let you do that. I'd let you do that. Yeah.
I'm going to use the only experience that I have right now, which I know we're supposed to have 2, but I've chosen to only have 1 for the time being, just for
absolutely.
the amnesia of it all. But their one experience I have is mindful bookmark, which is just remembering things from their years of study. So maybe trying to assist with anything that they could have learned from a book of medicine, anything to maybe make people more comfortable in that moment. So I have to mark a stress, and I can double my experience modifier. So it's so technically it'd be a +4.
So I would say in this moment, if I would say in this moment, because maybe then,
or could I give that experience modifier to Doc?
Yeah, I'll let you do it. Yeah, absolutely. And I think because we're kind of bending it a little bit for that, because typically it would be just giving a D6, but I'll say if you're taking a stress, I'll let you give, because typically it would just be a D6 given, but I would let you give the +4 and a D6 if you take 2 stress. That will be my counter.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think to kind of go along with the whole idea of this being a stressful moment, I think the way that they suddenly are shot and imbued with a memory of them in a sprawling library. And in their vision, they see their hands. They see this tan, rough hands, but surrounded with books. And then they're brought back as they think about, oh, I learned this from a book one time. I believe I could maybe make them a little bit more comfortable as you do what you need to do.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. Yeah. So, Doc, you have a +4, a D6.
And my already plus
Hugo style.
And my already +5, so I have +9 and a D6.
Yeah.
Dang.
Really cheesing
it. Let me know. Let me know. Hope or fear on this.
Okay, so it is hope, but it's okay. I have to do math now. All right, 10, 7, 17 plus the 9 is
26.
26.
26 with hope.
26 with
Dang,
hope.
that's real good.
Let's go.
Holy crap. Okay, so I think, Doc, as you look at this individual, there's a moment too, as we were kind of talking about memories and thinking back to moments. You remember growing up when you were just a wee little kid, and you would see your dad, and you would be walking alongside this river in this kind of heavy canopied forest. And you would see these really beautiful, there were these beautiful flowers, long stalk. There's no stems that extend out of it till the very top of this plant. And they bloom out into these tiny, tiny little white flowers all on the top. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So much that you would want to pick it. You remember wanting to pick that flower, but you feel your father stop you. And he says, "Firefly, those can cause you to go blind. You need to be careful." And as you have that memory, you remember what those flowers are called. They're called hermaculums. These specific flowers. I might be saying that word wrong because it is actually a real flower, scientific name that does cause blindness if you do get too close to it. I might be saying it wrong, but However, that said, you have that memory, but as it pushes further, you think about how everything in this world has been twisted and changed from the twilight, from the Tenebris being here, how Dwemer has been taken away and changed, and things evolve and shift and are bent in ways that are unnatural in this world. You just heard about these mountain lions that have claws that come out of their sides. Things have changed here. And I think in this moment, you know that it is certainly tied to this type of plant, this flower that is causing this, but there's something more. And as you kind of look at it, you see kind of along, on his like side here, like along the collarbone, and like kind of right underneath, like where, like essentially, I'm like pointing at this. He has like a little calic, and you see kind of jutting out ever so slightly are these strange ridged fungi growing out of his head.
I'll turn to the doctor that was treating this patient. Are you familiar with a hermaculum?
I've heard of the plant before, but nothing that should do something of this magnitude.
I believe with the nature of the world that we are living in now, where things have been twisted and evolved in a sort of grotesque nature, I believe that the hermaculum might have done this, and I can see, and I point out the fungi growing out of the sort of top of their head. I believe that that this might have something to do with this, and we should notify the apothecary here. They might know how to counteract the hermaculum.
All right.
I think you might be muted, Hugo. You're all good. Happens all the time.
I was silenced.
Can we grab a sample of the fungus? Is that possible? Oh,
Yes, of course. Of course.
And she would grab out like a little.
If you could help me,
And she would look to Doc,
Of
and
course.
she would grab like a little like tweezers and
Mhm.
take a piece off and put it into a little metal pan
All
and
right.
hand it to you.
If there's like a top to the pen, I'll close it just so that
Yeah,
it doesn't.
yeah.
potentially, Cordy could help us maybe converse with it.
Mm.
That
Mhm.
might
Not a
be
bad idea at all.
wise.
Where is
guess-
Cordy?
I don't know.
He's still outside
On the
sitting
horse.
on the horse, just having a conversation with it.
I imagine
Oh
him
no, I
sitting.
forgot to grab him.
I imagine him like sitting on the horse like a war general, just looking over the horizon, just like
Mhm.
looking distinguished.
Oh no, I lost Cordy.
Yeah. But I think as you pull that sample off, you would hear off to the side, and I think maybe based on kind of where you all are standing, you would see Cassian walk over to the one that was kind of a little bit roughed up, and just kind of holding the person's head in his arm and just looking down at them, and you would hear that individual kind of in a raspy, labored voice say, the rest of them didn't make it. We found the where the creature is.
What creature?
And he kind of like shakingly like reaches for paper on the side of his
I grab it for him so that
you grab it for him. He takes it, and he like kind of, his hand shaking, he like starts to, not the best sketch, but you see him start to, his hand kind of just continuing to shake as he dips, like is almost dipping in and out of consciousness.
and you see him draw like this creature. It looks like a giant boar. You see these massive tusks, and he kind of like does like a quick little sketch. But I'm actually gonna roll to see how good of a sketch, just for fun. Okay, yeah, actually surprisingly good. Even in this state, he does a little sketch, and you see kind of like a little like a rough sketch of of what looks like a boar, and you see like along like where its rib cage would be, you would see flowers sprouting from it, very similar to the hermaculum. And you would see along its like on the top, like the base of its skull, or like on the top of its skull rather, there is like a this very similar kind of mushroom fungi that you just took is going down through the face, and like half the face is just completely changed. It's just like completely fungus.
That's not good. Okay. So, you and your companions encountered this creature?
Yeah, there was 3 other of us. There's 3 others. They were attacked by the herd. There was 3 other smaller ones, not the big one. They were about the big one was about 20 about 25 feet long. The others about double my height, and then the others were about half the size.
So still pretty large.
Big, yeah.
You've been much help. Thank you. Please get some rest, and we will do all we can to help you.
Yeah, Cassian lays him down, and I think gets up and looks at you all.
Were you able to help out at all? Find any information?
Some worrying information, but yes, information nonetheless.
Worrying. A word I hear a lot. Right, well, should we, do you want me to bring you to the apothecary? Do you all need anything else here, or?
May I speak with you for a moment alone?
Of course. And he would take a step away, leaving Hugo and Doc there, and walk with Róisín out. And he would say, "Yes, Róisín."
Be honest with me, Cassian. What's their prognosis?
My friend there?
Yes.
Is probably not going to make it through the night.
If you wanted, I could make it quick and comfortable. As easy as falling asleep. A pleasant dream.
I don't know how you do that, but
It's like I said, Hugo and the doctor are more so the healers. I came here to be palliative care.
Make a presence roll for me. DC 12 for him to consider. Let me know if it's with hope or fear.
This is an 18 with fear.
Okay. He says, all right. If it will be painless and he's not going to make it. Divine healing is not working, so I want to be there. If
I have no issue with that. Fine enough by me.
All right. All right. And not. Can we wait a little bit?
Of course.
All right.
You may find me when you need me. I'm easily found.
Yes, you are. He would say, "Thank you. I don't like my people to suffer, so I appreciate you being here to help."
There's no need for thanks, not for something like this.
Of course. All right. Well, I should. I think he just gives like a little like class on the side of Róisín's arm, and he says, "I should grab Doc and Hugo and bring them to the apothecary. And then we can talk. We can
Yes.
go help save. So, thank you, Róisín. Sincerely."
Don't mention it. Now let's carry on, shall we? It'd be rude to keep them braiding.
Right. And he goes in, and he pokes his head in. Is there any conversations between the two of you before? And then I'll jump over to Thessalus and Elanor after that.
I had a silly idea, so if you had a serious one, go ahead.
What is the silly idea?
I think as soon as they leave the room, Doc looks up to Hugo and goes, "So what's the difference between flirting and small talk?"
I'm not quite sure myself. And Hugo, like, watches them leave as well, and has a moment where, like, his gaze sort of lingers after the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever had a lot of experience with that before either.
Not at all? None?
Well, I don't remember,
Fair.
but I think I'm aware of people's attractive qualities. Maybe there's part of it is that. Being attracted to someone and following through with it.
Got it. So how can you tell if two people are attracted to each other and are sort of going tete-a-tete?
And like Hugo kind of like once again like looks out towards the door and is just sort of like, if they could blush, they would. And unfortunately they can't. And so not quite sure. God, I'm of no use in this conversation.
It's okay. Neither am I.
I mean, it's not surprising. Róisín has a certain air about him.
Mm-hmm. He does this thing where he like runs his hand through his hair a lot.
Yes, it's very distracting.
Yes.
And Cassian, got to see him quite up close when I was healing him. Cassian is very handsome, has nice eyes. But it's only obvious that, people of flesh and blood would be attracted to people of flesh and blood.
Why is that obvious?
Well, it only makes sense. I don't know. I mean, do you feel any attraction?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Only makes it a little bit more complicated when it's you and me speaking about it.
Yeah, I think that's why I can't tell. I don't really understand it, but it just sort of. I guess anytime Róisín speaks to anyone, it almost looks like he's flirting.
I think that's just his standard of being.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not a bad thing that you don't feel. Like, you need to understand that. I think that's also quite normal. You can only assume as much.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone needs to be attracted to anyone.
Yeah, I think more like platonic, like, oh, you're a nice person to be around.
I agree. I think that's very sweet. I mean, the opposite also sounds very nice, but I think for the time being, platonic is also very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think you're a very nice person to be around.
Oh. Shucks. If I could blush, I would.
Same.
I think with that, Róisín's gonna pop his head through the tent and say, excuse me too, but we've finished flirting, so if you wanted to proceed with the apothecary.
I knew it. Maybe I was the best person to have this conversation.
Maybe
you're very receptive, Doctor.
Thank you. I tip my top hat.
Yes, the apothecary, of course.
Mm-hmm. Don't be alarmed. They're a little, well, you'll find out. And, yeah, they'll start walking you to the apothecary. Amazing. From there, we'll cut away as you all head with Cassian down to the apothecary. We'll jump over to Thessalus for a moment. As you make your way over to the blacksmith, you see in this room it's just a small little square building. There's a large opening at the top for smoke to plume out of it. You see, as you walk over, you see this like tall, built like a house, half orcish woman. She has beautiful, these beautiful golden, like little like rings, kind of like right on the side of her arms here. And she's got her hair braided down as you walk over, and she's like just shaping some metal, and she goes,
"Well met."
She's got a leather apron on.
I'm, I guess, new to the area. I guess to the time as well. But I got in a bit of a scuffle of some kind on my way here and took a couple hits. I was wondering if you could assist me in repairing my armor.
Sure. Yeah. I'll help you.
Cool. I don't know if we have any money, and I don't know if they want payment, but I will. I think Thessalus will start removing pieces of armor, which is honestly most of his clothing.
Whoa!
I'm wearing undergarments. You can't repair them on me, right?
No.
Yeah. Do you have
Next time, let me know you're taking off your armor.
There's enough buckles. You've got some warning.
Oh, you're a wisecracker. All right. She walks over and she starts taking your armor from you. She's taller than you.
Nice.
And yeah.
I think as he's kind of removing the I forget the name of it, kind of the armor that encases one of his arms. He's still missing some health, and so as he's kind of pulling it down, although the armor tanked a lot of the damage that he took, and then he was healed somewhat. From kind of his like the side of his chest down his arm is like really heavily bruised from where the kind of hit went through. But he'll take it off and he'll wince a bit, but it's hard to tell with his helmet still on. hand it over.
She takes it. And she looks at the bruise and she goes, I have some salve for that. If you'd like to use it, I could apply it if you need.
It's probably better used with someone else. I'll be okay.
All right. You stoic types. And she's going to take the armor, bring it over, and just start strike after strike, fixing it. And she says, I haven't seen you around. Who are you?
Apparently I've been gone for quite some time.
Really? Like on a trip? Or like a like a
as
walk?
you believe, I guess. There's
anything is possible.
I don't know if you've heard of the Arcanists.
Yes, I've heard of them. Their stories.
Yeah, I know very, very little about them myself, but it's my understanding that quite a long time ago, with the unraveling and the destruction of most of what we knew at the time, me and a number of the other people that arrived today died in battle and have somehow come back. I know very little more than that. I don't even know whether to believe it or not, but
oh yeah, so you're one of the unwithered.
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh.
I mean, I don't feel withered.
You look good. I mean, for being dead for a couple of hundred years.
Yeah.
How did you do? You like? I don't know.
Not a lot of space to work out underground, but I'm lucky the magic seemed to restore me.
Yeah, I mean, 200 years, you'd think you'd lose muscle mass, but you look strong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let me, and she keeps working on it, hitting it harder. And we'll say, roll a D. Actually, we're gonna, she'll fix it completely because we're gonna head into a long rest anyway. So yeah, she just like reshapes your metal, your armor, and she hands it back to you. And she goes, "You sure you don't want that salve? It'll get rid of the bruising."
I guess it might help me sleep tonight.
She opens up a big jar, scoops out the salve, slaps it in your hand.
Oh, I thought she was gonna slap it on the bruise.
That would have been way funnier, but she doesn't.
He definitely like.
You know what? I'm gonna retcon that. She does. She does. Yeah. She just slaps it on.
Brilliant.
He doesn't. I mean, he tenses really hard, and he's gonna go. Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. They'll start kind of.
Make sure you work it into the pores.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You take that thing off? Work. Thanks.
Oh,
No.
It's I find when people can see my face that they trust me. And I don't want people to make that mistake.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, my guess is that you have a big old beard under there.
Well, 200 years, something's got to be there, you know. I am due for a haircut.
Well, she grabs she grabs a very sharp knife and a brush.
Yeah, all right. You got a chair or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she brings you in, and I think she she's like, I can close a curtain so no one sees you if you don't want people to trust your face.
That's crazy. This rando's gonna see Thessalus' face before we do. What the
fuck? As the blinders close, as Thessalus takes off her helmet, she goes, "Nice."
All right. Please.
Yeah, cuts away.
Mythical path when I didn't get to see.
Yeah. as we cut away from Thessalus there, we jump back over to Elanor, and Halthir is sitting there, kind of crisscross applesauce on the ground, and it's kind of just. I think at this point, because he hasn't learned sign language. I think he just has a piece of parchment paper out and is just writing down and with Elanor. But he would say, so what, you're heading through the mountains or going over the top of them, right? That's what the plan is?
I think at first we were mostly just joking about if we were to go over the mountains that our companions should probably wear shirts or something.
Yes, they're very underclothed. I mean, to each his own.
Yes. My companions, and she kind of just glances to see if any of them are like wandering around. But she kind of just like glances around before looking back at him and goes, a lot of my companions are not necessarily built for the kind of travel that you and I are used to, or I'm assuming used to. Since coming back, I haven't regained a lot of memories. I remember some things, or rather feelings of some things. Seeing you is the first full memory that I've gotten since the Arcanist restored me and my companions.
Well, I suppose that's not all that bad. Hopefully it wasn't... was it the memory of us in the woods? I'm guessing. It wasn't like when we were traveling and swimming in beautiful lakes and finding beautiful waterfalls and the...
It was the woods. It was the moments leading up to it, and obviously the feeling of remembering you and feeling familiar, but the only thing I have now that I can truly claim as a memory is that moment.
Well, I'm glad to know that even though it was that memory, I'm glad that you remember me at least. And I'm just glad that you're alive.
You have no idea how happy I am to know that you're alive. I know I have a journal that I've kept with me, it seems, since a little bit after that, and so I know that I was tracking you guys, but I don't know what exactly became of my searching for you and for my family, other than obviously it being unsuccessful until now.
Right. Well, I hope as you continue along, you recover more of your memories. And if I learn of anything else about your family, or, I mean, if they made it onto the boats, maybe they're still alive. But I don't know.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what happened when it all fell apart? I know I woke up on a battlefield. I don't know what happened.
Well, after everything went to hell during the unraveling, those that were unable to escape to the far away left here. We banded together the best we could. We found places to hide, places to shelter, and we just survived. Those that were fortunate enough to not be captured or taken by the Tenebrous, we formed our own organization or our own form of camaraderie called the Emberlight Accord to lift each other up during all of this. We started to build some resistance. It is still rather minimal, but we were able to survive. We were able to find people, get them to safety, and continue to hide and rebuild and continue to fight towards perhaps a day when everything would be okay again. But as far as I know, beyond magic Dwemer disappeared. I was unable to use any of my capabilities for a long time. On occasion, if we stumbled upon an artifact that contained Dwemer, we could pull energy from it, but it just came down to surviving off of what we had. We had to rely on each other. You have not encountered a lot of Tenebrous, right? Beyond probably what you fought that day in the battle.
Well, I mean, what would you? Let's say for shits and giggles that I haven't.
Well, at least when you take the oath of the Emberlight Accord, it is better to go out fighting than let them capture you. They will turn you into one of their own if they have the chance.
Are they able to use the skills and the abilities that you have once they have done that?
Some, yes. They take some of your capabilities and are able to use them, yes.
Would you say then that if a companion were to fall behind, it would be better just
run. Don't look back. Because then you'll both be dead. Or worse, really. You'll become one of them.
And there's no cure?
Then, not that we found. We do notice, though, when a Tenebrous is slain, a mote of light appears in their stead. And if you're able to get to it enough time, there's ways of freeing that person's soul so they're not reclaimed by Ocularis to just simply inhabit another one of his scourge. But if you fail, they simply just become part of the machine again. It is just a cycle. But we haven't figured out how to stop it yet. I hope that's what you all here are going to help do.
Well,
at least that's what people say the Arcanist is supposed to help with. I don't believe it, though.
That's supposedly what Tegwin has been telling us, that us returning brings hope. For that, I don't entirely know if I trust her.
Well, and he leans in. He writes this very small. He says, well, from what I've been told from some of those that were close to the Arcanist before everything went down, that it was actually one of the Arcanists that allowed Ocularis to even get into the realms of Atalantia. Who's to say the others are not working for him as well?
I'll keep this between the two of us then and keep my eye out. Would you say the safest path is through the mountains or through the... I know that it was said that the mines have a lot of combatants, it sounds like, through it, with the mountains having its own weather extremes, but given my abilities, I am assuming it would be a lot faster for us through the mountains.
Yes, your capabilities would make it a lot easier. I would say the amount of time that it probably would have taken extra, you'd probably cut that in half with your capabilities, Elanor.
Well, it seems like this group likes to go amongst group consensus rather than necessarily listening to the smartest idea. So, I'll try to make a strong case.
All right. Well, do whatever is best. And if going through the mines is the path, then just watch out for the acid burrowers.
Great. Oh, great. Oh, well, here's to hoping we go through the mountains. It is very good to see you again, old friend. And please, if you do hear anything about my family,
I'll be the first to let you know. I'll find a way to find you.
well, you've done it once. I'm sure we can do it again. Hopefully not by accident.
Right. And I think he gets up. He has a little water skin, pops it open. It's got alcohol in it. He just takes a sip. Recorks it. And he says to Elanor, well, I'm off. I got to go check in on some of the scouts. See if they found any more legionnaires lurking around. Yeah, and he would get up and walk away. Yeah. Does Elanor do anything after that, or just kind of wait?
I think she's gonna whip out that journal again and just kind of shove the piece of paper in between some of the pages. Not necessarily to make it in chronological order, probably in one of the older pages, before continuing to flip through and just kind of see if anything else triggers now that one memory has come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, as you flip through, it's still frustratingly, as you flip through, things are just on the edge, just that cloudiness. But as you flip through the pages, we'll say we cut away from Elanor, and we see Hugo, Doc, Róisín, and Cassian walking toward the apothecary, and you see kind of the person's back is turned. You see little tuft ears popping out of the what looks like a little a little scarf over their head. It's tied tight. It's bright red, and as you walk over, they go. They just turn around, they jump up on the counter of the apothecary, and they go,
hello. How are you all doing?
Well, I'm brilliant. How are you?
Good.
Grand.
Good.
This is going to be fun.
Hi.
Who are you? She puts her little hands together. Ah. Yes. You are very shiny. And you, she looks over at you, you are made of, well, you are very, well, interesting to look at. And I very much like it. Sorry. Sometimes they go the other way.
They focus back on you.
You're muted, Angie.
Afraid of just taking their breath away.
I didn't notice it the first time, but thank you for pointing it out.
Mm-hmm. I also.
Your hat is absolutely stunning, both of you.
Oh,
Who made it?
Thank you. I sort of found it with the help of...
What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. It's just a friend. Don't worry.
Is there anything behind her?
No. There's just glass bottles with like things in it.
Right, so we're here for a flower, wasn't it, Doc?
Oh, yes,
A flower?
Are you aware of anything that can counteract her maculum?
She twists her whisker.
She's whiskers.
She's a Qatari. She's like this
Cat
humanoid.
Yeah.
And like you would see too, like part of her, like her fur from her like wrist down is all gone up to the elbow. It's just skin, but the rest of her arm is fur. And she goes,
Yes, immaculum. I know about it.
Are you...
Something to counteract the effects.
Yes. Counteract. Counteract. Act counter. I know what we need. Yes, hold on. 1 second.
Why are we whispering?
I don't want to upset them.
Ooh.
It's very rude to ask.
How is it rude to ask if she's talking about people that we can't see?
You don't need to
They're
sound
right
so
there.
judgy,
They're right. Hold
Hugo.
on 1 second.
Sorry, when
grabs
some
the
people...
jar.
Oh, what's in the jar?
She holds them up. She holds it up, and you see like these tiny little. They kind of look like. I don't know why, but they look like little sea monkeys. Like I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Rugrats, like the sea monkeys that they. But anyways, they look like little sea monkeys. And she goes,
These, they're very rare. They listen, though. They tell secrets. Do you want to tell them a secret?
I think I'm good.
Oh, they like them, though.
"Fine." Puts it down.
Maculum.
All right, let me get some supplies. And she goes over and you see she starts grabbing a bunch of jars off of the wall. And she brings them back. And she kind of like crawls up. And she stands there and puts her arm, her hand underneath her chin. And she goes, "Do you want to help me? Or do you want me to do it?"
It looks like you're wanting...
Hugo, Doc.
It feels like you're wanting help the way you said it.
No, I just don't want to. If you want to do it,
I mean...
you can do it.
I'm fine with aiding. Does anyone else want to aid, or Hugo?
Quick question. What is it that we are aiding with? Can we get an explanation, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Making a counteracting serum. It is, well, a little difficult to make, but I think if we do it just right, we can do it. If we mess up, though, there could be some problems.
Right.
Do you want to know the problems before we do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the risks would be great to know in case we need to mitigate them.
All right, you see this. You see this. There's no fur on her arm.
This is a possible side effect.
Is it?
Well, luckily enough, one of you's metal and one of you's ag, so I don't think that'll be too much of an issue.
Unless it means that she's been set on fire. So my question is,
it was fire.
it was fire. Okay.
Well, one of you is metal and... Oh.
Fire's not good for Hugo, certainly.
No, I don't think it is.
What?
What is she looking at?
Again, you don't need to sound so judgy, Hugo.
I'm not being judgy. I think it's very fair for me to ask why she keeps looking around.
People look at things.
don't mean to be judgy. I'm just simply a little bit concerned.
I'm on Hugo's side here. You can ask about the cryptic shit people are doing, I think.
Thank you.
Here, take this. She would hand you.
Me or?
Yeah,
Okay.
either or.
I'll take it. What's this?
She puts a little tiny lint ball on your hand.
And this is helping us. How?
It's the main ingredient.
Got it. Understood.
Yes.
Hugo looks at Cassian, just like
he's just like,
Is there like a check I can do to see if she's like knows what the fuck she's doing at all, actually?
So I think Cassian takes all of you to the side. He's like, sorry, this is the main apothecary's assistant. Don't worry, they'll be back in a second. I'm so sorry.
You did.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
How long were you going to just let us continue with that?
I honestly wanted to I wanted to see if how it was going to go. I needed a good laugh. All right.
I enjoy that immensely.
And a sense of humor. I see.
You know, that makes so much more sense. I was so confused.
Yeah, there'll be, and you see this other person walk over, and you see this kind of well dressed, well, at least well dressed for this, this dwarvish woman. Her name's Sigrid. And she walks in. She's got like she walks. She has a little cane though that she walks with, but she's dressed in a nice attire, kind of like cloth that is crossing each other. And she goes, "I am terribly sorry about." And she kind of just puts her arm around the Qatari. It's been a rough week, so you get along, okay? And you just see they run off. Sorry, she likes to help, and she's been through a lot, and she means well. Did she give you a lint ball?
She did.
Okay, all right. That's a good thing. That means she likes you. So, all right. So, and she walks up and she like looks at all this. Oh, you're dealing with hermaculum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she actually grabbed all the right ingredients, so that's good. So she's starting to pick it up. All right, good. So maybe there's help yet. All right. Yes. So let me and I think you see she like starts grabbing all these things. It's just Sigrid, by the way. It's nice to meet you all. Let me start mixing all these ingredients together. So hermaculum. Is that what's going on upstairs then? I suspected that might be the case, but there's something different. There was like fungi growing on them, and I was doing a little bit of research into that. And
I showed her the drawing that the patient did for me.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's... Huh. All right.
We also have a companion with us who's quite the expert on fungi. And he could potentially give us a little bit of insight.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yes, and I think you would see Tegwin has Cordy get off the horse and is like walking over. But she says, "Oh, excellent. Yes, if you want to pass him along to me, I can have him work on this with me here, and see what we might be able to decipher. But I think." If it's hermaculum then, and this fungi, and maybe if your companion here is a bit of an expert in it, but maybe then we'll be able to sort of work out a supply here. So you all are more than welcome to stay and help, or something that I can work on with this your friend here for the time being, if that works. What would you all prefer?
I mean, I don't personally have a mind for this sort of thing, so...
Maybe we should be getting back to the rest of the group. But Cordy will be of great help.
And he walks over, and Tegwin kind of they start having some conversations, and Tegwin says, "Yeah, this will keep Cordy busy for a little bit. So let's let him get to work." Yeah, amazing. So as Cordy goes with Sigrid there.
Sigrid, before you go,
yes.
Do you be sure to take good care of my dear Cordelius? He's quite precious to me.
I will take very good care of him. Cordy's just like looking at the mushroom. He pulls out like a little, like magnifying glass and is like looking at it closely, and she says, "I'll take good care of him." And you see that the Qatari runs back over and just looks up at Cordy, and the two of them make eye contact, and it's just a stare off for a second. And that's where we'll cut away.
An immovable force meets an unstoppable object.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Amazing. So yeah, I think as you walk over back kind of to reconvene, Thessalus, you'd be nice, cleanly shaven, but you probably have your helmet back on, I would assume. Is there anything you would want to say to your friend there? We actually never got her name, so but I think she would introduce herself to you before you walk off. So she would.
Solus doesn't mind an anonymous pairing.
Oh, perfect. All right. Yeah, she just wouldn't say anything. She would finish up, put everything away, and yeah.
Thank you very
send
much.
You on your way. Of course.
For the armor and for the shave.
Yes. Well, you needed it. Needed a little trim.
I would be offended, but I understand.
It wasn't meant to be an offense.
Oh, right.
Just you had a lot of dirt up in there.
Yeah, I tried to wash it out, but it's coarse after 200 years underground, I guess. You know, nice to feel my chin again, I guess. Helmet fits right now.
All right. Wow.
Well, he'll put his helmet back on, and I believe we're set to go again soon. But if we pass through again, perhaps I'll see you.
Hopefully.
I'm sure I'll be in need of repairs again.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. All right, get out of here. And she pulls the shade back and ushers you out. As you see the rest of your group kind of congregating together. I'll say as you see your group congregating together, as you all reconvene as a collective here, let's go and take a little break, and then we'll come back and get into some little discussions about kind of what's going on next. So, and we'll see what happens. So we'll be back in 10. See y'all soon. we return to our story here. As you all start to gather around, Cassian would leave you over to the spot where there's a nice little campfire that's already started. You would see a few other members of the Maruk Outpost grilling up some, looks like they have some root vegetables. You would see some potatoes kind of in like these cast iron pans that they're sauteing up as a little bit of that smell wafts into the air. But plenty of room to spread out and have conversation. And as you all sit down, you have a little bit of time this evening as we head into a bit of a long rest of sorts, but there's still some planning that needs to be done and discussions to be had about what the next leg of the journey looks like when it comes to traveling. So as you all find yourselves here, you're free to converse amongst yourselves as you kind of regather after going off here.
Well, you're looking well, Thessalus. A wee bit less of a mess.
Yeah, appreciate it. Worked out some of the dents and all. The blacksmith here is quite talented.
Oh,
Still
nice.
no shirt, however.
I don't think they make those here.
Did you
There's
bother
no thanks
for me.
asking?
No, I didn't. I guess another visit wouldn't hurt.
I'm sure I have something for you hidden away.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it would probably be wise to find something warm, you know. I've got my...
I look through my
Healthy
collection of a
clothes.
few bits and pieces.
Sure, yeah.
Well, speaking of finding something warm, are we going through the mountains? Or are we going through the mines?
I won't shrink from a fight if we're planning for the mines.
I'm loath to admit it, but the mountains might be a wiser course. Besides, I think I would enjoy having a sky above us to flee to.
I would have to
Makes sense.
agree with Róisín. I think fresh air does make a world of difference.
I've been informed that the mines do contain quite a bit of acid. And given I was raised around mountains and cliffs, I feel personally that my gifts could get us through the mountains at a quite quicker pace than through the mines.
I have no doubt.
Was
of
this
your
advice
talents.
from that wee friend of yours?
Yes.
Oh. You know, you can feel free to tell us if he was like an old flame of yours or something. No judgment, of course.
You don't have to tell us.
Imagine if Eleanor's actually completely forgotten that was the case.
That's really sad.
And then he doesn't want to admit it.
I'm mute, I'm not deaf.
I know, but what if you don't remember? And then he doesn't want to admit it, and then, the tragedy of it all.
I
It would
don't
be very romantic, though.
believe he and I ever were in a romantic relationship. I remember it being strictly platonic and almost sibling-like in a way.
And was that a regret of yours?
Hugo turns to Doc. Platonic.
I have a feeling I have lots of regrets, but I don't think that is a regret of mine in regards to what I remember of him now that I have seen him again. Actually, seeing his face has brought back a memory.
Well, that's good. And how do you feel?
A bit better knowing that my family most likely got away, and reassuring people that I did not die the day that they assumed I did. Instead,
Cheers
informing
to
them
not
that I
being dead.
died a different day. So,
Well, you're not dead now, so no need to worry. No harm done.
I remembered the day I lost my voice.
Ah. Well, that's less pleasant. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just hope that when the unraveling happened, he also got what was coming for him.
Who's he?
So the mountain pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll need winter gear. Heard there was a chance of a blizzard. Probably should know exactly how far it is to go, and I assume my rations have rotted since I died, but we could source some more food.
That's reasonable.
I'm sure we could ask the people here for some help with that as well.
Cassian will just pop his back. No need to worry. We'll have plenty of food. Never have to worry about that. That's one thing has worked out surprisingly well.
Will you be coming with us, Cassian?
That is my intent. I know Elanor is, from what I hear, is very good at what she does, but I can also offer additional aid. It's always good to have a backup plan in a world like this. As horrible as that sounds, it's just the reality.
Well, the more the merrier.
Yes. It'll be nice. I haven't traversed the mountains in a few years, so I'm still in pretty good shape. So it should work out well.
Injuries notwithstanding.
Well, I heal up fast. But sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. And he kind of just like goes and like pokes at the fire.
You're fine.
Feel free to eavesdrop.
All right.
Not all the time, though. Like, that's...
I mean, I can't really stop you from reading my hands, so...
I do want to say, while we're all here, I, to my memory, have spent much of my time fighting alone. I fought with other people before, and I'm sure even as my memory fades, the closer we get to the day we died, I'm sure I fought with many of you even. But I appreciate that as we've been traveling together, there have been moments I've been caught off guard by one of the many things we faced, and I appreciate the skills that many of you have and your willingness to use them to help me. And I think we make a pretty good team, I guess, whatever this looks like.
Look, you're so adorable. It's very sweet of you to say.
Thanks.
I mean, so long as you're willing to do all of the nasty violence on our behalf so that I don't have to.
It's what I'm here for.
It's funny that you don't do violence because you have the big scythe.
Duck. Scythe, that's a horrible term for it.
What would you like?
Back in my day, we used to call it a harp.
Isn't that an instrument?
Well, in my hands, it's an instrument as well.
Fair point.
Even a scythe was meant to be a tool initially.
I suppose.
Well, I'm glad that we're a team as well. When are we going to start heading out for this adventure?
I suppose sometime come the morning.
I'm no one for hanging around.
Those that need rest should get the rest.
I forgot that it's only a couple of us. Right, well.
Would anyone like to bed with me tonight? I don't like being on my own.
I tend to be too warm even for myself.
Are you okay, Elanor?
seem so flabbergasted.
I just was not expecting that wording to come out of your mouth.
I'm not expecting anything nasty. Get your mind out of the gutter. I just don't like being alone.
Her face is like bright red now as she's like combating like embarrassment and like flusteredness and also like...
I thought this might quite fluffy blanket, if that helps anyone. That's the proposition.
Doc like pulls on Cassian's like pant leg and goes, Róisín was wondering if anyone wanted to, I think the term he used was bed with him.
I mean, I like a good cuddle, so yes, I mean...
I found you a partner, Róisín.
I haven't bedded with someone in a long time. It's nice to have someone to be next to you.
I'm surprised nobody else has done that here, just for the sake of warmth.
I'm gonna leave you two to get bedded.
Yeah, I think two of the rest of the group don't produce heat or get cold.
No, fair.
Assumedly.
I also don't think...
Well, I don't know, the stock get warm if they like overheat with all their mechanical bits.
Maybe, or like if I'm like in the warm...
See, this is why we had to make you run those laps. If we did that, we'd be able to find out. Cordy would call that the scientific method.
I also don't think I'd be a good cuddle. You know?
No.
It's just...
Cordy also talks to mushrooms.
Fair.
But apparently they talk back, so...
Yeah. I don't think that's helping the case.
Also, you don't need to sound so judgy about it.
I'm not judgy.
Honestly, you and Hugo
I've made
both.
my decision about it. Actually, it's not judgment. It's my decision that he's a little out of it.
Sounds like a judgment, but okay.
He seems well-meaning, though. I think,
Correct.
at least towards the mushrooms.
He's a fun guy.
He is a fun guy.
There it is.
God.
I was waiting for that joke.
GM psychic damage.
So you have disinspiration now?
You get a disadvantage whenever Kylie decides.
I think, as you kind of say that, I think Cassian would get up and he would actually go over to Róisín and say, when you're ready, the other thing we talked about earlier.
Oh, yes, of course.
Right. And he would just head in that direction. He says, whenever you're ready, when you're done talking with your companions.
Is there anything else we're discussing?
I didn't have anything.
It seems we're well equipped. We've got a path. Sorry, Doc, if you...
You're okay. I was just going to ask
something.
if Elanor wanted to teach me some more sign language tonight before heading off.
Oh, yeah. I could take a moment to do that. I also wanted to take a moment, now that it seems that perhaps faces from our past can help us regain our memories. I wanted to take a moment to try something out, but I'm more than happy to take a moment or two to help you understand sign language for any of you really who are interested in learning.
Could I join in?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right. In that case, birds, wow. Thessalus, if you need some better clothes, you can come find me at some point. I'm sure I have something that'll be your size.
Right. Appreciate it. I'll take you up on that.
If not, I'm off. Take care. Try not to miss me.
Enjoy being bedded.
Don't sound too jealous now.
There really was no hesitation with it, was it? Just completely went along with it. Wow, all right.
Yeah, so Cassian, he heads out. Róisín follows. Yeah, I think as they kind of take off, so getting into kind of the mechanical piece of it, so looking to do I would let you do a prepared action for this. So this would all count as one of the 2 actions that you all can do in this moment. So Elanor, Doc, and Hugo, if you all spend time being taught sign language, I would let you do the prepared action, just to better communicate amongst yourselves. And if you all kind of want to describe like what that looks like as you're kind of going through that process, and then you'll gain 2 hope, and then you'll get to do one other thing whatever you'd like. But
I think Elanor kind of spends the time teaching the 2 of them like the most important phrases and words that she thinks that they should know. So like stop, go, duck, attack, run, those kinds of things. And despite the fact that she has a fairly quick temper, I think she has a lot of patience, which might be a bit surprising. She's a lot of patience. She's very slow. She is very kind about it, kind of like very gently manipulating their fingers and hands to sort of do the motions that she's showing them. Yeah.
I think Doc has written notes with like drawing the hand signals and marking what they mean, like the word.
And Hugo, I think, would have created a telepathic bond so that the teaching would have been a little bit more streamlined. So any sort of explanation that came with the movement, Hugo would be able to speak it out loud so that, you know, there would be that visual, auditory, and almost kinetic way of like learning through the process.
That's pretty awesome. Incredible. Yeah, so you all get 2 hope for helping each other out. Yeah, mark that hope, y'all. Because I feel like everybody was we were pretty dry on hope. I feel
I
like.
actually have 4. I don't know
nice.
why, but now I'm max, so...
Oh, heck yeah. Being maxed out on hope is good. Amazing. Is there anything else the 3 of you... I know some people wanted to maybe clear stress. Yeah. So,
yes.
and amazing. How would you... Oh, go ahead. Oh.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I'll go Hugo, we'll go Elanor, then go back to Doc. So how does Hugo go about clearing the stress here?
I think once the lesson comes to like its natural conclusion, Hugo will kind of take a step back to ready themselves for like a comfortable spot. Once again, they don't really sleep the way that most people sleep. But they are practicing the movements and what they learned with Elanor just by themselves, just repeating them. And as they do, they continuously kind of remember the visual of their own hands in that moment of seeing the clarity of the medicine book, of like calloused hands, tan hands. And with Avera, I think they're just going to settle in and just kind of speak with their companion. You have a body with feeling and right?
Yep, I do.
What is it like?
Oh,
To feel?
wow. I think, I don't know, it's interesting. It kind of feels like, I don't know, it's almost like emotional. it's strange. The movement, I feel sad sometimes. Feel aches. Like the body I'm in is honestly younger than the one I was in. I was before. But I remember what it feels like to laugh. I remember what it feels like to get a hug. I miss that a lot. But feeling, even though, and they kind of like lift up their little wings, even though I'm like this, I can still feel when you put me on your shoulder, or like when I flew into Doc's hand that day, I could feel the metal every little step. I don't know, it's nice. But the emotion is what makes me feel alive more than anything. It's not the physical.
All right. The physical is the part that I can't quite seem to get. Not at this.
Well, maybe if we try hard enough. Maybe we can.
I think Vera, in that moment, would hop onto Hugo's arm, and I think her wings would come out, and she would just try and wrap her little wings around Hugo's arm, and just put her little head.
Think really hard, Hugo. I'll squeeze as long as you need.
And I think she would just stay there and just hug Hugo's arm.
Hugo is taken with the gesture and finds himself sort of quietly settling into a comfortable rest, but they still can't bring themselves, even to Avera, their most trusted confidant, can't bring themselves to admit that they don't feel it. And I think in that moment, as they're comfortable and restful and their eyes look over the group, and as silly as the moment of asking for someone to join another person, there's that moment of Hugo realizing that they wouldn't be able to feel that comfort. Not like this.
Oh my God.
But they rest. And they allow themselves the emotion to feel grateful to Avera.
Avera does not move the whole night. They hug and hug their little wings. And despite that feeling, maybe just the thought of someone trying is what clears that stress in that moment. Oh gosh. Whew. Okay. All right. as we cut away from Hugo over to off to the side, Avera hugging their arm, we shift over to Elanor. What's Elanor doing?
So I'm not entirely sure if this actually would clear any stress. In fact, I am concerned that what she's about to do may add stress. I think after regaining those memories, she's going to go back to her notebook. And I think she flips through it, kind of starting at the end this time, which are once again filled with these images of this man that she's drawn countless times. But she's not really focused on him. She's more looking for specific pages before him.
Mm.
And she starts to get there. And it's no longer these images of this specific man with his tousled hair and his facial hair. It's this other man who, for a reason she obviously can't put a finger on, because it's right there, but she doesn't know why. Every time she looks at the sketches of his face, it feels to her like there are spiders crawling on her skin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it is so unsettling to her since the first time she looked at these drawings and how they go from these beautiful drawings of another man into these more dark images.
Mm-hmm.
She's just going to fixate on them and just hope that something comes forward, because if she can see his, I can't remember his name because my brain is everywhere after working with kids all day. Remind me his name. Healthier.
Healthier.
Thank you.
Yeah, Healthier.
I couldn't remember how it ended.
You're all good.
After seeing Healthier's face, maybe the sketching of this person's face will come forward and she can understand why she feels like there are spiders crawling on her skin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a knowledge roll. A knowledge roll for me.
That is an 11 with fear.
With fear. Okay. The name does not come to you in this moment. But you remember this person. I think maybe looking back on teaching Doc and Hugo how to sign tonight sparks kind of subconsciously a memory. And as you look at this image, you start to remember the face, this person, who they were, who they were to you. But also in that, you remember what they used to ask of you. And how sometimes it would be things needed to be done, but it was not always something that felt right. And I think as Elanor thinks that, what else comes to her mind in this moment as she starts to remember this person, and the memories are still fragmented, kind of as those thoughts of kind of this not necessarily being a 100% a positive memory. It's there is positive moments to it, but that roll with fear, there's still fragments in there. What what would be going through Eleanor's mind? What would she be thinking on?
I think she would be fixated the most on to kind of stick on a theme here, the comfort it felt being able to communicate to someone for the first time after losing her voice, and how isolating it can be to not have a way to communicate. And I think thinking back on teaching Hugo and Doc how to communicate and putting her hands on theirs and guiding them, it brings back the sensation when her hands were the ones that were guided. And like the softness of this person's hands, despite how calloused they were from his line of work, the intricacies of learning how to communicate like this, almost like a toddler learning how to communicate to their parents for the first time, their basic needs of water, food, and shelter and comfort. And then I think it shifts to just an image of their hands, and now the grasp on hers isn't comforting anymore. And those calloused hands aren't pressed to hers to guide them. They're pressed to hers to sort of ensure they don't escape whatever is about to come. And it's almost like this comfort that she had felt when she put her own fingers on Hugo's and Doc's is like trying really hard to regain the composure in her own hands. Like she's focused on that. Like that is what my hands are for. My hands are for helping people. My hands are for helping people. They are not for harming people. I am not a killer. I am supposed to help people. And then I think for just the longest time, she just stares at her hands.
As you stare at your hands, Eleanor, I think there is some relief in regaining memory. It's not enough to clear that stress. Almost as the little bit of fire that is near you reflects, there's light can play interesting tricks on your eyes, and you see kind of as it flickers and you look at your hands, you swear you see that face looking up at you. And I'm going to say, because of roll with fear, if you roll with hope, I was going to let you not have your stress. I was going to let you take your stress away, but I'm going to say that the stress does not fade. It lingers tonight. But you have that memory back.
Yay!
You got your trauma back.
Woo! And it's only part of it, baby.
It's only part of it.
I remembered I killed a bunch of people. Let's go. And it wasn't my decision either.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. As you kind of sit there and continue to look at your hands and think about the both fortunate and unfortunate aspects of remembering, we cut away from Elanor over to Doc. What's Doc up to?
I think Doc is looking at, like, taking stock of themselves in this moment. Notices there's like a little nick in their sort of, I guess, body, which is technically their armor. And they go to like try to like fix it, but like they think to themselves, like, my thing is like helping people of like flesh and blood and mending to their wounds, and I don't have the capacity to like help myself in this moment. So I think Doc is going to head over to the blacksmith.
Okay.
To sort of try to get rid of an armor slot here.
Yeah, I love that. You walk over to the blacksmith, and you see her. At this point, she's sitting down. She's having a pint of something. She's got a little wooden pipe that she's taking a few puffs off of. As you walk up, and she goes, "Wow.
Oh.
What do we have here?"
Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you if you were sort of relaxing. It seems like you're off duty at the moment.
Oh, no, you need something? Yeah. And she kind of like does a little look over. She stands up. She's so much taller than you, because I mean, Thessalus is pretty tall. She's taller than Thessalus, so she stands up, and she actually kneels, gets down on a knee, and she kind of looks. She's like, I can. Do you know how to? You probably never done a whole lot of working on yourself, right?
No, unfortunately.
All right. Here, come over here. I'll show you how to fix up your armor. Okay?
Thank you.
I mean, your body is your armor, so. And she walks you in, and she's I realized we didn't exchange names, or some other guy came over here. Makalsa.
Makalsa?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Doc.
And Doc, nice to meet you. You can just call me Maul. So
you can just call me Doc.
That gets a good laugh out of her. But she has you come sit down, and as she kind of takes out a few little instruments, she heats up a little bit of metal, heats up a like this kind of rounded piece of metal, and kind of seeing the nick there, she grabs also to like a little kind of like this large metal, like cast iron pan essentially, and she puts a little bit of metal and starts smelting it, and she says, usually I have somebody like bite down on a piece of leather, but you don't have mouth, so I think just hold my wrist, and if it hurts, just squeeze.
And Doc will hold the wrist. And I think sort of like, though I don't think Doc necessarily feels pain, you know when like a kid is getting like a needle and they have to like look away from it?
Yeah.
That's sort of what Doc is doing in this moment.
Oh. She goes and she pours it on, and as the melted metal goes into the little ding in your body, she takes another piece and she kind of just warps it a bit, and does it in a way, she like puts a little bit of like this cooling ointment on it, and she just kind of rubs it, and it slowly cools it down, and she heals up that little spot for you. So so you clear your armor slots for that as she fixes you up, and she says, "Good as new. You really can't carry like melted metal with you, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Do you get yourself into hurt a lot, or you
I try not to, though this is the first time I've been hurt.
Oh, well, that's not a bad thing. Well, here, let me I can send you with a little bit of tools if you'd like, that way you can work on yourself. Okay,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Is there like an instruction manual, or?
No, not really. I can do a few sketches for you.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. And she gets she grabs like a little like leather pouch. You know, like the what like chefs will put like knives in, or, like the little knife holder. She like puts it all these like little smithing tools. They're little tiny guys, and she puts a little leather pouch and folds it up and closes it and hands it over to Doc.
Wraps the pouch around them, their waist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and she has like a little small leather pouch that she slides a few pieces of parchment paper in, and she hands it over to Doc, and she says, "All right, that should help you out, all right." And
thank you. You've been much help.
Well, just doing my best. But don't just don't get hurt.
I'll try. Seems where we're going that I may not be able to avoid that, but I'll do my best.
True. Well, I just I think she looks at Doc for a second and kind of tilts her head a bit. You just look like someone my mom used to talk about, but
what do you mean?
My mom was Molkasa, she's a half orcish woman, so she's half elf, half orc, and her mom was an elven woman, and she says, "Yeah, you just look like someone my mom said came through one of our towns one day, a long time ago, but maybe just coincidence."
I mean, I don't know many little mechanical plague doctors with the top hat.
For you, she kind of just. True. I'll have to ask her. Maybe she knows.
What did she say about this person?
Oh, kind person. Always had three little amulets, like little crystals he had around his neck.
I don't have 3 amulets.
Oh, maybe different then.
Maybe. Hopefully I meet them.
Yeah, that would be something.
They could tell me more about, I guess, my life or what I am.
Possibly. I would think so. Well, she's out right now, but if you all come back this way and she's here, I'll have you talk to my mama.
I'll mark that down in my notes. And Doc takes out like a little notepad with all the notes with the sign language and marks like a little asterisk at the bottom. Come back to speak to Mal's mom.
Yeah, Mal's mom. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, and I think she finishes up. She hands you again. She also gives you like some little like oils and things as well, just to have in case any kind of joints get a little weird. She hands that off to you. So
I think Doc will shake her hand before leaving.
Yeah, she shakes your hand. Her hand's just
a giant.
It's like she's just like 3 fingers. Yeah, she's definitely more like her dad. Definitely got more of the orc build. Amazing, awesome. So you head back to settle down for. And what's nice too about Clanks is actually like you can do short rest stuff during a long rest period. So like you only have to sleep like it's pretty good. So as you as you head back over just to kind of settle down, we'll cut over to Thessalus. Is Thessalus? You did some armor stuff. Anything else Thessalus would be doing?
Yeah, I think kind of as the group of 3 that kind of work on their sign language kind of begin doing that, I think Thessalus is a moment where he feels a little too awkward to join in. Mm-hmm. He kind of has a moment. He's about to offer to stay and help, but as soon as he knows that they, especially when it was initially Doc and Elanor, he was like, oh, well, if they can't currently communicate with each other, I could be helpful. I'll hang out. And then Hugo was like, oh, yeah, I'll be helpful. And he was like, okay, cool. And so he just kind of awkwardly heads off to a corner, too afraid to involve himself otherwise. He would already get in the way. So he'll kind of awkwardly go find a corner and begin kind of setting up for the night. I think he'll make sure that the salve that was given to him by the woman who he doesn't know the name of, but by the blacksmith, he'll kind of make sure that worked in okay and kind of begin preparing everything to leave in the morning. It's Maul was the shortened version.
Maul, and then Malkasa. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Malkasa, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And I think similar to the other times that this group has rested, he'll find himself in an awkward in-between where he feels most comfortable in the middle of a battle. And the times where they're still moving can still feel important because they're working towards something. Mm-hmm. And each time he finds himself kind of truly at rest, I think it is especially difficult for him. And so I think he sits up for a little while, kind of waiting to make sure there's nothing he can do to help. And in doing so, kind of just sit on top of his bedroll or whatever, kind of watching the group practicing their sign language, and absentmindedly, like kind of tracing in kind of the dirt on the floor. He's not a very good artist, but he's kind of tracing out these images of 2 people in combat. A kind of large figure with a sword and shield, fighting around a smaller figure, firing a bow and arrow. And each of the images, they are kind of impossibly entwined, I guess, in this combat. And most people would run into each other naturally, attempting to wield these kinds of weapons. But in kind of each thing he's tracing, they're fighting in perfect tandem. And he'll kind of do that for a while. And then smear them all away and lay down to sleep.
Okay. So as you lay down to sleep, I think as you think about the 2 working in tandem, there's also something else that lingers in your head. There was someone else that you fought well in tandem with a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I want you to make a reaction instinct roll for me. So hope or fear doesn't matter. I'm just playing with some emotions right now. That's what I'm doing.
Let's go.
I got a hope or fear doesn't matter.
Hope or fear doesn't matter.
I got a 16.
Okay.
That's good because I rolled a 12 on my fear.
Okay. With a 16, as you... A figure comes into mind for a brief moment. We see the sand kicking up. And as it does, you don't see the person you're thinking about in this moment. Another figure appears as you see someone from your past, a mentor, before the sand fades away. And you find yourself trying to find rest this evening. And the intent, were you trying to clear stress in that moment?
I actually have no stress at the moment.
Okay. So you were just chilling. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you
just
going
hanging
for like
out.
a preparing, like kind of just thinking about?
Because if I did my armor slots, I technically have that 1 HP, so I figured I would have done cure wounds with the salve and
the ointment.
I just figured
Perfect. Okay.
it was a fun little
Awesome.
thing.
Hell yeah. All right. You're fully healed. Amazing. So from there, we'll leave Thessalus and we'll go with Róisín and Cassian. As you make your way across the wooden bridge into the room where you find Cassian sitting with his friend, and you can see the shallow breaths, and he looks up at you and he goes, all right, I've talked to him already. He's ready?
Are you?
Yes. It happens more often than I like, but...
You care for him?
I care for all of my people. But yes. He's a good friend.
Very well. And Róisín is going to take a seat beside the injured dwarven person. He's going to slowly reach his hand into theirs, interlock their fingers together. Hello, sweetling. How are you tonight?
Could be better.
I know, it's awful, isn't it? Still, I'm here to sing you to sleep, as it were, so... You know, in another lifetime, you're such a good artist with that redrawing of yours. I may have even taken you as a lover. We would have made such beautiful things together. It's a shame. Sorry I didn't get here sooner.
Well, maybe in another life.
Still, I hope you have the kindness within you to forgive me.
I do. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Thank you. Tell me, what's your name?
Dova.
Dova. If I had my way, your name would be remembered by thousands across the world. I'm afraid it'll have to suffice with just me remembering it. And a few others here.
He just looks at Róisín. A little smile on his face. Looks over at Cassian. Gives him a nod. Before he turns back to look at you.
Very well. Let us begin. Close your eyes. Lean back. And think of something happy. The happiest thing you could think of.
He leans back. His eyes close. And I think the world has changed in many ways. But one thing remains true. All living things have Dwemer that reside within them. And in this moment, as this life is set to venture on to its next journey, as your hands are still intertwined, you would feel And you would see the Dwemer, this blue and orange, start to dance along your fingers. And as it does, Róisín, as you ask him to think of a happy moment, you see Dova sitting on the edge of a rock in front of a large lake. You see beautiful lily pads with pink flowers that float around. The sun is shining. And you see, sitting next to him, is a young dwarvish boy, a spitting image of Dova. And you see him holding a little fishing pole, and you see Dova smile down at him. And the little dwarvish boy looks back at him with a big smile too. And it holds there, as if a picture locked in time.
Oh, that's a beautiful choice. And Róisín, still holding onto the hand, is going to press it gently against his mouth and feed.
As you feed, that life force leaving him, Róisín, much like some of the motes of light you saw the day before, one leaves this man in this moment. You see it floating in front of you. Do you interact with it? Or do you let it fade?
Reach out to it, and my own drummer begins to singing almost synesthetically with the image of that happy memory as it envelops the fading light before me.
Róisín, make a presence roll for me. With advantage, I will give you.
Okay.
It is a DC 15. Let me know if it's with fear or hope.
Can I use an experience?
You absolutely can.
I'm gonna use Wandering Muse, because this isn't my first time.
Okay.
That's a 22, 24 with fear.
With fear. Róisín.
Actually, more than that, that's a 26 with fear.
26 with
presence
fear.
and my experience.
Amazing. 26. Okay, with fear. I'm gonna let you make a choice right now.
Okay.
Will you accept the pain that was about to be endured in this moment for this soul that was being guided towards the lantern light? Or do you simply let fate do its thing?
It's like I said before, fear, pain, all that is just sensation. And it helps you remember that you're still alive. I could use that. So I'll take it on. It's no bother to me. This is always going to hurt.
Okay. So, you watch, you feel as you intertwine your own Dwemer with this mode of light, you know that Dova makes it to the destination to see the endless shores of Sonova. But you feel that pain course through you. A burning sensation on your wrist. And you would see forming is what looks like an eye staring up at you.
Róisín just fixes the coverings of his bracer to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's something for another time.
Mm-hmm. I think Cassian walks over to you, places his hand on your shoulder, and goes, "Thank you for helping my friend, so he could be with his family."
He'll have good company on the other side. That I know for certain.
Good. Now, you look exhausted. You should rest.
Very well. Night calls us all.
And he would show you to his quarters so you can rest. And I think as we see that, we fade away as the night, this perpetual night stays, but it gets a little bit darker this evening. And we hear the howl of wind, snow falling just outside of your this overhang. We see little flakes of snow falling. As tomorrow will be a trek up the mountain and over. And that's where we'll end our session. On that note, we'll pick it up there next time as you all begin your trek over Maruk Peak. Woo! Dang, some heartfelt moments at the end there.
Ow.
Oh my god.
We're all so happy and well-adjusted people.
Happy and well-adjusted people don't go on adventures.
Yeah, what are you talking about? People who have been to therapy stay home.
Oh my gosh. Amazing,
Y'all ever
y'all.
see that John Mulaney bit that's like, nah, you're not taking me to no secondary location, sister? That's me when Kylie was like, you can either go over the mountains or into the mines. I'm like, nah, I've seen the Fellowship of the Ring. I've seen the Fellowship of the Ring. I know what this world is based on. You can't do this to me, Kylie. You're not getting me to no secondary location.
You want to see a Balrog? That'd be sick as hell.
No, I don't actually, because that means one of you is going to get, taken away from us, and we have one wizard, which means I can't live without Cordy, okay?
Yeah, and well,
I can't live without Hugo. I can't live without any of you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. I mean, I do share the same birthday with Tolkien, so I mean, there's always going to be a little Tolkien influence. So
gotta be.
Yeah, I call him Papa Tolkien. But amazing job, y'all. Well, yeah, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us as we play some more Daggerheart, The Last Arcanist. Cordy's gonna be hanging out here, helping with the mushroom situation for a little bit, but we'll swing back. We'll pick up our pal here in a couple episodes. But yeah, until then, if you want, you can find everybody's social media handles below me right now. So definitely go check out all of these amazing projects these folks are working on. Just an amazing group of humans here. So definitely go check them out, support them, follow them, give them a like, and just, make sure we're celebrating art and telling stories and all that good stuff, because we need it more than ever. But until next time, take it easy out there. As I like to say at the end of everything, drink the water, eat the food, do something good for yourself, because you should. And we'll see you out there in the realms of Atalantia. Good night, everybody. Bye.